Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily Freybler. So today's video I'm going to be sharing my Sweatproof makeup tutorial for every day. This is the tutorial or the look that I do every single day to withstand this Mississippi heat. It is 90 every single day. The humidity is really high and this makeup lasts on me, which I love. So I hope you guys find some of these products really helpful, or these tips and tricks that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. It is all affordable products that I'm using as well, so it's not going to break the bank and it's going to look beautiful throughout the day. Obviously this is an everyday look, but you can spice this up with eyeshadow and everything for like a wedding that's outside or an event you have going on. So definitely don't think that you can only do this like a really simple easy makeup look. So I hope you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every single week on beauty, lifestyle, and fashion. So let's get started with the video. So the first step in my Sweatproof makeup tutorial is always sunscreen. I use this one from Elta ND. It's the only sunscreen that doesn't break me out, doesn't make me feel greasy, like anything like that. And I get the tinted version. Doesn't really give you too much of a tint at all. It's more just like a little slight tinting. I just like it for days when I'm not wearing any makeup, but it still works perfectly under makeup as well. So please make sure you're wearing sunscreen if you're gonna be outside and everything like that. Really, it helps anti-aging and protecting your skin, obviously, from skin cancer, all that kind of stuff. Please, please, please wear your sunscreen. This one's my favorite one. It is a little bit pricey, but I have very sensitive skin when it comes to sunscreen, so this is the only one that doesn't make me like burn, itch, all that kind of stuff. So my favorite primer for oil control and everything, keeping my makeup on in the summertime, is the e.l.f. Oil Control Primer. Anytime that I want my makeup to last, I use this, and it's so refreshing because you spray it on the skin. I just shake it up and then spray. And I do kind of a generous spray just because I'm extra a little bit. I just really like the feeling, so I do kind of a generous spray. I'm going to just kind of fan my face and wait to apply my BB cream until after that is dry. For BB cream, this is my tried and true. I love this stuff so much. If you have combination skin, oily skin, whatever, you need to try this. It's from CoverGirl. This is their Clean Matte BB cream. And I've been using this for the past like 6 months, I want to say. I love it. It looks like skin. It has decent coverage, maybe like a medium coverage. You can apply it with your fingers, a brush. I don't usually do a sponge until like afterwards. So I'm going to apply it with my fingers today. It's so easy to use. And I also like mixing this with other foundations. If you have a certain foundation you really like the finish of, but it's not as like sweat-proof or long-lasting, try adding this into it and it'll help immensely. So this is really lightweight, perfect for every day. I wear this every single day basically. And I just take some and put it in between my fingers and then go on the face. I don't normally apply things with my fingers unless it's a very lightweight formula such as this one. Then obviously I need to wash my hands or wipe them off. And then I take a sponge just to make sure it's all blended into the skin. You can always apply more if you think you need it, but I really love this. Like I said, it has been a tried and true and I use it every single day because it's so amazing and it lasts so long without feeling heavy or cakey. So as you can see, I do have 2 blemishes here. So we will cover those up, no problem, but I like to use something that's a little bit less coverage just because it seems to stay on the face better without looking cakey or weird. We will be using concealer under the eyes and everything to counteract that, and then a little bit of concealer directly on those blemishes, and we'll be good to go. Okay, to conceal these blemishes, I am going to use the L'Oreal Full Wear Concealer. This is very nice and full coverage. I love this. I do need to get a new shade though because this one is a little bit off for me. So I'm going to use that, and then also the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer is really good. So I'm going to use this one under the eyes, just a little bit, like a dot here, dot there, dot on my chin. And then I am going to mix it a little bit with the darker one. This is in the shade Cashew from the L'Oreal one, and then I have Medium Sand in the e.l.f. one. So just kind of mixing. I like to make a little concoction and then I blend. You want to make sure to blend the e.l.f. Camo Concealer pretty quickly because it does dry on the skin very fast. I love these concealers because they're full coverage and they last forever on the skin. Don't get all weird, and they're great concealers to really make sure your makeup's not gonna go anywhere. I do like to use a brush when it comes to blending out my concealers on blemishes, just because the sponge seems to take away too much product. So I like to use the Ulta Beauty Buffing Concealer Brush, and I pounce over the blemish, and then I blend the edges out. Like I said, this is a little bit dark for me, so I just need to make sure to really blend this out. Now, my favorite product ever that I discovered this summer is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Setting Powder. So this stuff is definitely drying, so you want to make sure you use a very small amount. And I'm actually going to use a new sponge that I just discovered. This is from Real Techniques. This is like, I think it's called their Miracle Powder Sponge, and it has like a velvety, micro-y fiber consistency on the top of it, and it's just really, really awesome. It basically picks up the powder really nicely, but make sure that the sponge isn't super damp to where it doesn't, it like doesn't turn the powder into a liquid. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna take some of this with my sponge, and I am gonna dab some on my hand just because this is a lot of powder that comes off. And then I'm gonna set in the places that I get oily the quickest. So that for me is right here on my cheek area and my nose. I'm going to take more off the back of my hand, set this area, and then I just work around the entire face. Setting it with a sponge like this is going to make sure it really presses into the skin, and then you get enough product to where you're not going to get oily throughout the day. But this powder is very strong, so make sure you're not setting like delicate areas with powder straight away, such as your under eyes. I take the leftover powder and just set my eye area versus, going directly in with powder. Make sure to set everything. And then same with the perimeter of my face. Unless you're oily all around, just take the leftover powder and go over the rest of the face. Don't go in with a ton of it. Then I'm going to use the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer, I believe it's called, in Forever Sun Kiss. This is my new favorite bronzer. I still love my e.l.f. or my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but this one is so beautiful for summer. It's a little warmer of a shade. So I'm just going to put this all around the face. I find that this doesn't make my foundation like come off quicker. Like it still lasts a really long time on the skin. This bronzer is beautiful. It doesn't get all choppy. It lasts a long time. So I just put it in my normal spots, which is like under my cheekbones and on my cheeks kind of area, my forehead, and then I like to put it under my jaw and bring it down a little bit, especially now since my neck area is not as tan as my face. And then I also take a tiny bit and just go on the nose area just to make it look a little bit more sun-kissed. I also go on the eyelid area to create a little dimension, but also keep this really quick because this is just kind of like a quick, easy, sweat-proof makeup tutorial. Obviously, you can do other steps with really nice eyeshadow and everything if you want this for like a wedding, but for me, I'm just doing kind of like a quick everyday tutorial. So then I'm going to take Luminoso from Milani. This is their baked blush, and put this on the cheek area. I am not going in with highlight just because this has some luminosity to it. Obviously it's called Luminoso, and just been kind of feeling that like natural look without a ton of highlighter right now. And I put a little bit on the nose as well, again for that kind of like sun-kissed look. Now moving on to brows. I've been loving this from e.l.f. This is their Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, and I have mine in the shade Brunette, I believe. It doesn't say the color on here, but I believe it's Brunette. So I'm just going to quickly fill in my brows. This doesn't tend to go anywhere on me. I think it stays put pretty well, so. And for the lashes, I like to do my normal like lash routine. So I do curl my lashes like always. You could always just kind of stop with curling your lashes and just a tiny bit of mascara. But I like to do kind of like a full look. So this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Primer or Mascara Primer. And I just coat the lashes with this. This just makes sure that your lashes are gonna look nice and full and voluminous. While our lash primer is like kind of drying or setting, I like to do my lips. So I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl lip liner in Caramel Nude. This is my favorite lip liner ever, and it stays put really well. And I just fill in my entire lips with this. And then I go in with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara. One of my favorites, especially combined with the Voluminous Mascara Primer. Oh, I'm losing the lash. All right, so I just got done with a half-hour walk outside. It is very hot and humid. It's like 12 o'clock right now. And my makeup still looks good. I am sweating, so I want to show you. See that? But my makeup still looks great. Yes, I do have some sunglasses marks. I just kind of moved those over. And the main thing with Sweatproof makeup is that you cannot be like swiping your face. I will take a tissue and I'll blot my face, but I will not ever like wipe away the sweat because that's gonna wipe away the makeup. And I feel like a lot of people probably do that when they're sweating and they have makeup on. So I just wanted to show you that it is possible to have like pretty sweat-proof makeup. Okay, so I have a tissue and I'm gonna blot my face. Look, there's very minimal makeup that is coming off on the tissue. Yes, there is a little bit, but if you're just very gentle and you just blot it a little bit, your makeup's gonna last, and that is proof for you guys. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every single week on beauty, lifestyle, and fashion. It really helps out if you do give the video a thumbs up and you subscribe for more videos like this. Check out my workout wear haul from Amazon. That's like the workout clothes that I wear. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a video very, very soon. Bye guys.